Hello, and thank you for joining us on The Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Faith Katai. Entrepreneurship and financial literacy are two pillars that drive sustainable economic growth and personal empowerment. Entrepreneurship fosters creativity, resilience, and problem solving, enabling individuals to identify opportunities in their communities. Financial literacy, on the other hand, provides the practical tools to manage money wisely, from budgeting and saving to understanding investments and accessing credit. When the two pillars are integrated, entrepreneurs not only develop strong business ideas, but also acquire the financial discipline to sustain and grow them. And so on The Entrepreneur today, we are taking you to Eastern Province, Kapata Market, where my colleague Jubiel Zulu sits down with one of the local entrepreneurs to share her inspiring business journey. Let's take a look at this clip. Enjoy.
Faith, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to come here, to come and discuss the entrepreneurship here in Eastern Province. And we just wanted to bring you closer to what you always face as the people where you're going to the market, the people that you meet, around the market. So let's go right to our discussion. And we have taken opportunity to just talk to some of the entrepreneurs here in Eastern Province, to be specific, Kapata Market, where now we want to concentrate on the entrepreneurs themselves, people that give us food, people that we buy food from. And with me here, I have a guest who is going to talk to us on how she started the journey of being an entrepreneur. But away from that, we are also going to talk about literacy, financial literacy week, because now we are in a week of financial literacy. That is why we felt like bringing in this information to the public for us also to understand what she feels about this week. So we're going to go right in and greet her. Welcome to this program.
My name is Winfrida Muyaya. I stay around East Rise here in Chipata. I am an entrepreneur here at Kapata Main Market. I started my business in 2020, where I sell food products. I sell tomatoes, onions, carpenter. Yeah. From 2020 till now, my business was booming. But from 2020, somewhere 2020 to 2023, it was still okay. From 2024 till now, business is sometimes slow, sometimes good, just like that. We don't even know when people get paid, because business is ever the same. For me, I have invested in selling carpenter, beans, rice, tomatoes and onions. And when I sell, the profit I make, I save some, because business is sometimes expensive and at times cheap according to the way the economy is performing. So, when we save, if we have orders, or if I order my products at an expensive rate, I still get the savings to help cushion the gap. But to reach a point where I can save for my child's university fees, I have not reached that far. But I do save using
my
that
empowerment
money.
was maise muno tikalibe kutenga kumbali monga ise kuno kugroup kwatwe tikalibe kutenga kumbali so tiembekeza tabo tikapena vangaenda kutitandizirako but otherwise for now
Wow, viewers, from that clip we have heard from Winfrida. As an entrepreneur, she emphasizes the importance of saving a portion of your profits, no matter how little you make, because consistent saving is what helps your business grow. Jubiel also took advantage of the opportunity to engage with a financial literacy campaign team from Lusaka who were in Eastern Province to educate individuals and entrepreneurs on key financial literacy issues aimed at helping them grow their businesses. Let's watch this clip.
We had an opportunity to talk to the financial literacy campaign team that brought together, different financial teams just to ensure that the public has got information on how to save money despite being entrepreneurs. How exactly are they going to use that money, and also budgeting. That was very much important. So we're going to go right into the individuals that we spoke to who are going to enlighten more on what they were doing, especially when you look at entrepreneurs and what they feel is supposed to be known by the public.
My name is Lungowe Mulunga Lukwesa, and I'm Acting Communications and Consumer Education Manager from the Pensions and Insurance Authority. So the Financial Literacy Week, this is a global campaign that is spearheaded by the 3 financial regulators in Zambia. That is the Bank of Zambia, the Pensions and Insurance Authority, as well as the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is a very important week in our calendar because it is a time that we take to sensitize members of the public about the importance of financial literacy. We want them to understand how to save, how to budget, how to use insurance products. We want them to know the insurance products, or rather, we want them to know the financial products that are available to them and how they can use these financial products to better their lives. We have had quite a number of situations where people are retiring and they did not prepare for their pension, they did not prepare for their life after retirement. So we're taking this opportunity to speak to members of the public, even people that are in business. I think the conversation we've had, or what we've heard a lot, is that only those in full-time employment should prepare for retirement. That is a message that we are trying to put aside. Everyone should prepare for retirement. Everyone should consider insurance. Everyone should make sure that they are saving. A rainy day can happen at any moment, and we have to be prepared all the time. So the Financial Literacy Week, this year we are launching here in Chipata. We are very, very happy to be here in Chipata. We thought we should spread out. I think the message can't remain in Lusaka. We have to go as much as possible in the outskirts and make sure that we are educating everyone about financial literacy. So we are launching it in Chipata. We are very excited to be here. And we have other teams that have also spread out to other provinces. We have the Bank of Zambia that is going to be in Northwestern Province. The Pensions and Insurance Authority as well is going to be in Northwestern Province. We have the Securities and Exchange Commission going to Western Province, and a lot of our other partners have also spread out to spread the message about financial literacy. I think the response has been very, very positive. The conversation about finances, it's a hard conversation to have, but we are seeing people opening up and wanting to find out more. People want to learn, how can I protect my business? How can I make sure that I'm ready for retirement? How can I save for a rainy day? Even on the insurance side, I think in the past it was difficult to talk about insurance policies like funeral insurance, because whenever you go to someone and say, do you have an insurance, a funeral insurance policy, it was difficult because they'll tell you, no, that means I'm calling death, or there were so many misconceptions. But today we have people that are actually asking, how can I get a funeral insurance policy for myself? Because I do not want my family to have to look for contributions. So the conversation it's steadily growing. People are more comfortable with having these tough conversations, which brings us back to the Financial Literacy Week theme for this year, Smart Money Talks. let's talk about money. So we have all come out of our offices and we want to talk about money with everyone on the streets. It can be a little bit intimidating for people to walk into our offices to ask us about pensions, to ask us about insurance, and to ask us about banking. So it's a deliberate thing that we do to go out and sensitize. We dress down t-shirts, that way they do not feel intimidated. They can talk to us and they can easily get the message. So I think it's a great initiative, and we are very happy with the response in Chipata. Everyone is very excited, and we're expecting the masses to join us on Monday as we officially launch this event.
This campaign sits under the Ministry of Finance. We conduct this campaign once every year, and the aim is to make sure we have conversations around money. We want to make sure every Zambian has a conversation about money. When they sell or when they make money in whichever way they do, what do they do with that money? Do they budget? Do they put a bit aside? Do they invest? When they don't have money, do they have access to any form of financial services? How do they access this form of financial services? So this week we are in Eastern Province, Chipata to be specific. We're here to conduct a Financial Literacy Week campaign. This year's theme is Smart Money Talks. This theme encourages everyone to have conversations. Back to the issue of talking. We want to make sure everyone is open to have these conversations. They shouldn't shy away. I know culturally people may feel uncomfortable to bring up this topic, but we want to encourage everyone that please have these smart conversations, and that will encourage you to make smart financial decisions. Thank you.
Viewers, from the clips, it is evident that entrepreneurs need financial literacy knowledge to be effective in their businesses. The Financial Literacy Campaign team took time to introduce the 2026 Financial Literacy Week to the provincial administration, after which they officially launched the week to the public. The Financial Literacy Week ran from 16th to 22nd March 2026. Let's take a look at this clip.
The issue of vulnerability, all that with education and financial literacy helps people know how they can protect themselves, how they can utilize the resources, the great resources which they're earning from the agriculture, and also from the bicycle as well, because the bicycle can actually give a person a return. We've seen so much economic activity here in the province, and it's very encouraging. So we're really happy to be here. I just wanted to mention one thing in terms of this team being here. It was a deliberate move to focus outside of Lusaka and to go through the other provinces. But I will say this, DPS, our teams have been coming, even in this interim period, without the launch being here, but we have a lot of multi-stakeholder groups from the financial institutions, from the insurance, and also from the capital markets. They do come regularly to undertake awareness and sensitization, but we felt that this, the leadership group should also come and add that visibility. So going forward, you will be seeing more of our teams, and they have been coming.
But we are happy to see you.
We are very happy to be here. So really, I think everything has been said, but just to add that we are grateful, and we hope that we'll continue to collaborate together in this very important journey of financial literacy. Thank you very much.
And provincial administration, we are excited for you to choose this time around Eastern Province as a launch pad for financial literacy. Of course, the people of Eastern Province need a lot of financial literacy. And once we do this, I think it is one way in which we are going to also contribute in building resilience, especially when it comes to economic. Like I indicated earlier, one of the issues that this government, under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema, is working around is economic transformation. When we do transform the economy, we grow the economy, we expect that we are going to increase the disposable income amongst our people, our farmers. And once we do that, then we must be thinking of what do we do with the income that is disposable. So it requires then that we need to have adequate financial literacy, maybe to learn how to invest, also to learn how to spend. So basically for us, we will take it that this is a very, very important visit and action that we have done as financial institutions to visit our province. How I hope that, I wish that we could have gone to different districts. We could be in Chama, we could be in Rusangazi. For your information, Rusangazi is a very wealthy district. Those of you that are very familiar to Eastern Province, that is where we have done as government area survey of mining. So we have gold and various minerals in Rusangazi and many other districts. Vubu, the simple vubu that Santa used to say, simple vubu, as a strong gold deposits. And so just besides the literacy, it is also how do we diversify our investment, because most of our people here are small scale farmers. But if you look at farming and mining, it is quick to invest, for example, in mining and start the economy, grow the economy quickly, because we are investing on a high value natural resources. So for us, this should also be looking at the resources that we have as a province, and that should also form part of financial literacy. So it's just simply welcoming you and thanking you for choosing Eastern Province. And as you know, the wise came from the east, and went to settle in the north. So so my name is Dr. Lewis Mape.
We, as a combined team, are looking at Financial Literacy Week this week, which is the 16th to the 22nd. It is actually combined with the Global Money Week, which is happening globally. We are proud to be here on the Eastern Province, or in the Eastern Province. It's the second time DPS that we are actually going out of Lusaka. I think we were in Choma, Mazabuka actually, last year. The other years that we've been doing this has been in Lusaka. So we've been doing this as a combined team. As you can see, my regulators are on my right. We've got the Central Bank represented by the Chief of Staff, so the Governor is represented. We've got the Chief Executive for the Securities and Exchange Commission, as well as the Registrar from the Pensions and Insurance Authority. The Insurance Association is also represented. We also have the Capital Markets represented. I'm Mwindwa Sekalima, representing the Bankers Association of Zambia. It's gratifying that we basically are here to talk about money. And we just want to simplify the discussion so that it's not a very complicated topic. Because what we're talking about is how do we, at this point in time, share the message around financial literacy with the different communities. The understanding is at different levels. The communities are also segmented. There's the unserved or underserved. We are here for them. There's also people with a bit of knowledge around financial literacy. The message across all the different segmentations in terms of understanding is for us to look at national development as one key aspect that we all need to focus on, but it starts with financial literacy. And in literacy, we would like to begin at the basics, and which is the children. So today we also spend some time with the children to make sure that they understand the importance of money and financial literacy. As it goes up in terms of the different segmentation, It gets a little bit more complicated. We start talking about savings for those that are in gainful employment and for those that are in business. There's savings, there's investments, there's the capital markets, as you heard. But at the end of the day, the journey for everyone is that they get older. And during that journey, they need to protect the assets they gain through insurance products. We are here with the insurance companies. Some of the chief executives are also with us, represented here by the association. And in short, what we're saying is throughout the life cycle of an individual or of a business, there's need for that protection that the insurance providers do provide. From a banking sector and capital markets side of things, we're talking about how do we enhance the investments that people go into. And in terms of investments, from a banking products perspective, we're looking at simple products around savings. And you alluded to earlier that there are a lot of farmers on the Eastern Province and across the country, so simple savings accounts will help bring inclusion into the whole discussion. So we're talking about women, we're talking about just the communities around the youth as well, to make sure that they can save and also be financially included, because it's important for us to bring everybody into financial inclusion, because the bigger the pool, the more there is for growth of the country, and that then also looks at more deposits in banks means more access to financing at rates that can be taken by the individuals as they borrow to grow. So from the banking side, we're talking about savings first, we're talking about investments, we're talking about borrowing, and there's also the aspect that I mentioned, which is around protecting the future, which is through the life cycle, as I mentioned. Towards the end, there's retirement, and retirement, how do we protect the citizens of the country with financial products that serve them to be able to retire and not be destitute after serving or even after being in business for such a long time. We are connecting the children and the adults in this whole life cycle to make sure that the children learn to be independent, but as the adults also get older, they are also independent and not depending. We don't send the children for us to depend on them in retirement. We send the children to school for them to learn and be independent adults, such that the adults that are retiring also then look after themselves in retirement using the products that they gain during their life journey. You will hear, I think, in the whole discussion around investing appropriately and getting knowledge of financial products, as well as investment vehicles and tools that need to be invested in. As individuals invest in those tools, it's important for them to check and recheck that they are legitimate vehicles for investments, which is, I think, a big topic that the Securities and Exchange Commission always touches on, to make sure that these are legitimate vehicles that are being invested in, and also just to check with the Securities and Exchange Commission that these are genuine things.
You may ask why a regulator like the Pensions and Insurance Authority takes such a high priority on financial literacy. The answer is simple. Our mandate is not just to regulate and to supervise, but to protect as well. We have an oversight role to play in the money that people save for their retirement and the premiums paid to insure their lives as well as their property. This money represents a lifetime of work, a family's security, and the promise of a dignified future. For the Pensions and Insurance Authority, a financially literate citizen is our best partner in this mission. When people understand the value, when people understand the value of a pension and the safety net of insurance, they are not just consumers, they become active participants in their own financial security. This is why campaigns like the Financial Literacy Week, the Pensions Awareness Week, are not just feel-good events. They are an important element of our goal of building a financially inclusive country in line with the National Financial Inclusion Strategy. Financial literacy campaigns bridge the gap between formal financial world and the everyday lives of Zambians, ensuring that the products designed to help do not remain out of reach simply because they are not understood. Financial literacy also helps to reduce the risk of people getting scammed in today's digital world where information travels at a lightning speed. I'm sure all of us have received those messages. Indalama shabalanda nashika, indalama zachoka za pension, and all those scammers that we see. A message about a get-rich-quick scheme can reach thousands of people in minutes, often appearing credible simply because it is widely shared. This makes our work and your awareness and education, I had to add education because the DPS didn't like the term awareness, and education more important than ever. This year's theme, Smart Money Talks, is therefore timely. It encourages us to replace whispers about unverified schemes with open, informed dialogue about savings, investing, planning for retirement, and protecting ourselves with insurance. It is a call to ensure that money talks we engage in are based on accurate and information from trusted sources. Let me also speak directly to the financial service providers, the insurers, the pension service providers, the banks, and the capital market players. First, I would like to use this opportunity to acknowledge all the financial service providers and the partners that are participating in this year's campaign. Thank you for coming all the way to the Eastern Province to commemorate this special week with us and for being part of the campaign over the years. The Financial Literacy Week has grown in leaps and bounds because of your commitment, belief, and investment in this agenda. By championing the agenda, you are investing in the quality of your own customers. A financially literate customer is your best client. They understand the value of your service, they make informed commitments, and they are more likely to save consistently and are less likely to fall prey to competitors who make false promises.
So that is all that we had for you on the entrepreneurship this week. We just wanted to go right in the field and show you what we have got on this week's episode. Faith, over to you.
Thank you, Jubiel. Viewers, as we wrap up today's program, one thing stands out clearly. Entrepreneurship thrives when it is supported by strong financial literacy. Financial literacy gives entrepreneurs the confidence and capability to build sustainable businesses. That's what we had for you on The Entrepreneur. On behalf of the entire Zanis production team, this has been Faith Katai. Thank you for watching.